this is Paul Mackey, and welcome to the One Idjit's Thoughts on podcast for day 11 of the Dog Days of Podcasting Challenge. Tomorrow, August 12th, is my lovely wife Darcy's birthday, so I decided to use a different approach to the shows today and tomorrow that will not be as time-consuming, leaving plenty of time for a steak dinner, cake, and birthday presents. So we'll give the Pines family a couple days off as well, and turn to one of my standbys, a trivia quiz. Also, since we're skipping Duluth Cider Trivia tomorrow night as we celebrate, I suppose I will get my trivia fix as the host this week. The quiz is inspired by some bonus points I offered recently during an episode of the podcast. In theory, this quiz could result in spoiling a movie or TV plot point here and there, but I will let you know there are no properties referenced within the last 10 years. So now I'm going to give you all a great help as I'm going to tell you how to beat the bad guys. For each question, I'll give you a specific method for defeating, subduing, or outright killing the adversaries in the show or movie, and I'll give you the year. All you have to do is come up with the title and the adversary. You get 1 point for the movie or TV show, and 1 point for the defeated enemy. Oh, and as usual, if you use the internet for any of the answers, you'll get 14 ingrown hairs in a specifically uncomfortable area that is socially awkward to deal with, so you'll just have to sit and suffer until you get home. But don't worry, we're on the honor system, and I won't be checking your papers before you leave class. So question 1. We'll start off with the easiest one if you've been listening to this podcast every day this month, not that you're required to. This is from 2014. And you defeat them with 3-part harmony.
Oh, girls do what we like. Oh, we're taking over tonight.
Question 2. This one had its 40th anniversary on June 8th this year. Sharing one particular weakness of vampires, you can kill these with sunlight. Question 3. Staying in the 80s, an apocalyptic conclusion was avoided by making them play tic-tac-toe in this 1983 techno-thriller. Question 4. Swing away at this one. These baddies certainly made a bad choice in 2002. The Earth's surface is over 70% covered in water, and yet water is a means to defeat them. Question 5. Back to solutions of a musical nature. In 1996, the heroes made use of a recording of Slim Whitman's yodeling to defeat the bad guys. Question 6. This adversary from 1958 seemed unstoppable until the heroes attacked with CO2 fire extinguishers, freezing it until it could be transported to the Arctic, where it will remain frozen as long as the Arctic stays cold. Question 7. The intent has been to ramp up difficulty on these as we go, and I suppose I've done that by saving some of the more niche interest media for these last 4. In 2001, Ivan Reitman gave up slime for Head & Shoulders. That shampoo was the weapon of choice this time. Question 8. I'm going to need an overhead projector to explain this next one. Oh, but you can't see it. Oh well. Anyhow, in December of 1999, a new fairy tale was created that only somewhat explained the answer to stopping the bad guys. In the fairy tale, the princess screamed once, and they all died. Question 9. Music returns one more time, and I fully believe this one inspired the plot points of both the answer to question 1 and the answer to question 5. In 1978, the creators of this wanted to mock Donny Osmond singing Puppy Love, so their fictional, Ronnie Desmond, sang Puberty Love. That song was the one thing these baddies couldn't withstand.
Cover your ears, everyone!
And finally, question 10. In 1993, the people stranded at the frozen research station are the ones who must race to figure out if you put 2 of the culprits in the same environment, they will actually kill each other. Remember, 1 meaningless point per correct media property and 1 meaningless point for each correct adversary. Score this yourself and no cheating. So tomorrow I will have the answers to all these questions, and Tuesday we will return to the next episode of Gravity Falls. Until tomorrow, then, happy hunting! You've been listening to the One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast, produced by Paul Mackey in association with Nimlas Studios. Any short clips of audio from shows is included under fair use for commentary purposes, and copyright for that content remains with its original copyright holders. The theme song is Too Good by Jack Mangan and is used by his generous permission. One Idjit's Thoughts is produced under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 International License. You can find more episodes of this podcast and many other fine podcasts at nimlas.org. You can contact me by emailing idjitcastpodcast@gmail.com or commenting on episodes at nimlas.org.
Let's make our own memories.
How did I do with those difficulty levels? That last one is pretty instantly recognizable to some, I suppose, but 1993 was 10 years ago. Wait, 20? 30? Oh, hell no.